I'm Abbey Palmer. I'm a community food systems educator with Michigan State University Extension. I work here at the MSU Upper Peninsula Research and Extension Center in Chatham. And every year we host farm field trips where students come to the farm to experience hands-on agriculture education. A typical farm field trip looks like students arriving in the morning. As they get off the bus, sometimes we do a centering activity, such as a handful of sounds. The idea here is that as students are getting off the bus, I ask them to tune in to the sounds around them. And we close our eyes, we listen, and then we talk about what we heard and what that means about our environment. So if we hear a red-winged blackbird, that makes us wonder, what else is around the farm? Is there water? Is there a swamp? How is the farm situated within the rest of the landscape? After we get off the bus, then there's usually a chance to go and visit our cattle. We have a grass-finished beef operation, and getting onto the people mover and sort of trundling down the road and going through the fields, we have a chance to get out into our pasture to talk about grazing and to really experience being among the cattle. They are really friendly because they are fed by people and they are moved frequently, so they have a lot of contact. They come close to us and we can actually observe some of their behavior while we talk about trends in beef production nationally and how many stomachs does a cow have. We really go into introducing the idea of grass-fed beef production and then answering student questions. After we visited the cattle, then it's time to check out some of the large equipment, some of the tractors, some of the tools that we use for producing forage and hay. The fun thing about that is that students get to really look at the machines and also consider what would it be like to have that as a job and to ask questions of those operators. So throughout all of our activities with students, we're foregrounding careers in agriculture and how those students can learn more about the jobs of the people here and what might appeal to them about having a job where you get to work outdoors or where you get to work with animals. After lunch, we visit another farm site. We come up to the North Farm, and this is where we engage intensively in activities that are really connected with science standards. So students split into 3 to 4 groups and rotate between different stations. The stations might be seeds we eat, and it might have a nutritional focus and talking about the science of nutrition. It might be about integrated pest management. We have a scavenger hunt where students go through our transplant greenhouse and scout for different insects, talk about what we found and what sort of decisions a farmer might make based on what they find. We tend to focus on aphids and ladybugs, and a situation like that concludes with students collectively making a decision about what to do next in this scenario on a farm. Another activity that we do, this is especially popular with younger kids, we do a plant life cycles where we talk about the different stages of a plant's life, and then we create a germination observation chamber, also known as a bean buddy, which is a bean on a cotton ball in a little plastic bag that they can actually wear around their necks and observe the first stages of germination all the way through the plant getting its cotyledons and then its first true leaves. And some classrooms have actually gotten their beans all the way to flowering out of their bag, which tells us a little bit about how those plants go through their life cycle under certain conditions. We also do some nature observation. We incorporate some social and emotional health activities on the farm. We will take a walking meditation or go and observe the swallows. We have barn and cliff swallows that live in one of our barns, and they move through the air with such grace. They are so acrobatic that it really is like meditative, and it's like watching a fish tank. And people of all ages are able to sit, find one bird in the sky that they want to follow, and just kind of track that bird for a few moments. We wrap up the day by saying goodbye. Schools have to get back to their location before the end of the day. This is the Upper Peninsula, and so we have schools coming from as far away as Mackinac Island or Chassel. So the duration of the tours are flexible depending on how much travel time a bus needs to get sort of to and from the farm and to be back within the confines of their school day. We'll include some resources that have helped us plan and conduct our farm field trips in the description below. And feel free to reach out to us here at UPREC to talk about your ideas for hosting farm field trips, what you might want it to look like, and to just talk through it with someone. We're happy to help.